Welcome back, everybody. We're live. Mike Phillips filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. Call-in line is 1-844-374-5433. Now, listen, if you want to get hooked up with some people that can tell you how to use these products and dial in on something that you're having a rough time with, teamglidden.ca is my people. We're here for you. 1-800-705-6892. Once again, that's 1-800-705-6892. Now, before the break, we got Cindy on the air, and we got Nada in Idaho, Harry in Connecticut, and Dave, my buddy. Hang on, Dave, I want to talk to you, but we're going to go back to Cindy. Are you still there, and can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's great, Cindy. So what's on your mind today?
Well, I'm wondering if you can take a liver cleanse when you've taken side meds before, like I was on True Hope. That do you know what True Hope is? It's vitamins and minerals, and they always said you cannot do a liver cleanse while on diet. But I'm now on your stuff, and I need to do a liver cleanse, and I'm wondering if I can.
Well, I've known people that have done it before. Really, here's the deal. I'm for whatever works, okay? And if you're going to do a liver cleanse, make sure that you are absolutely as nutrified as possible, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I strongly suggest that you get on the longevity program, okay? Because you can do all the liver cleansing in the world, but if you have an under-nutrified body, you're still not going to be 100%. So my advice to you, Cindy in Saskatchewan, is to nutrify your body and get to that place first. If you want to do the liver cleanse, I have absolutely no opinion on that. How's that?
Okay, I'm on Young Jeopardy already. I take the Ultimate Classic.
Oh, you're on it already. Okay, you know what? I misheard you, Cindy.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I thought you said you were on something else. So you're on the Ultimate Classic, and what else?
And selenium. I take 3 selenium a day, and 1 ounce of the Ultra Body Calcium, and 3 EFAs a day.
Okay.
And I'm with a doctor, and he said you better do a liver cleanse, because I have lots of stomach pain, and intestinal pain, and he said that's where it's coming from. Your liver really needs cleaning.
This is a naturopath you went to?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I'm not actually going to contradict your doctor's advice. You know what I'd like you to do with this, Cindy? Your naturopath knows your situation a lot more closely than I do, and this isn't something that I'm comfortable getting into in a 2-minute phone call on the radio. What I want you to do, Cindy, is I want you to phone back on Monday when Dr. Glidden's on, because he knows a lot more about this than I do. And if your naturopath has an erroneous idea of what's going on, Dr. Glidden is a more qualified man to dial in on that than I am. Does that sound good to you, Cindy?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I want you to call back on Monday when Dr. Glidden's on with that one. Like, here's the deal with me. I'm not a naturopath, and I'm not here to string anybody along with something that I'm not 100% on. So the best thing that I can do for you is pass you along to the expert. That's why we have them. Now, I've got a lot of experience using these products and seeing people get their health back. But what you're asking me, I want you to present it to Dr. Glidden first. Are we good?
Yes. Okay, now, would taking more EFAs help with the liver? I take 3 a day.
Yeah, they're not going to hurt your liver at all. And if you're taking the selenium, that's going to help your liver as well. So, it could be, like, there's good doctors and bad doctors out there. There's good naturopaths and bad ones. It could be that this guy doesn't know his head from a hole. And it could be that he's on the right path, but I want you to ask Dr. Glidden about this, Cindy.
Okay.
All right? All right, thanks for calling, Cindy. We're going to let you go, and we're going to jump over to Nada in Idaho. Are you there?
Yes.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm just great. Never been better. Fantastic. What's up?
Well, I have some serious issues going on with my husband.
Okay.
He had emergency surgery in February to remove a bleeding bladder tumor. And at that point in time, they diagnosed him with stage 4 prostate cancer and enlarged lymph nodes in the pelvic wall. And he started hormone therapy that same month, but he quit the MDs and the hormone therapy this month. And he started taking the Ultimate Classic 90 and ESAs in February. And this February. We didn't find out about this until this year. But he didn't like the taste, so he changed to Cherry Mints this month. And he also started taking Z-Radical in March and Selenium.
Mm-hmm.
But last Saturday, he started having dry heaves and pains in his lower stomach and hasn't been able to eat normal since. And I was just wondering what you recommend. He's been able to take some Z-Radical, but he hasn't taken minerals because his stomach has been real sensitive to what he eats.
All right, for that, I would, if it were me, I would go with the herbal rainforest, if it were me. Now, again, this is the kind of thing, first of all, I really feel for you, and I can hear it in your voice that you really love this guy. And this is another reason why we encourage people to, try and get on board with things before they have a problem. But you hadn't even heard of us until just, February, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, man, oh man, that's a tough one. And so you want something that's going to help him to be able to eat, and he's having dry heaves. Is he taking the OsteoFX?
No. No, he isn't.
Okay. All right. So he's going to...
You recommend OsteoFX?
Yeah, well, we recommend that to everybody, right? Like, that's part of the Healthy Start Pack. Now, with the colon cancer or prostate cancer, I would like to say this. The tangy tangerine, they did a test on it at Clement University, and they found that it absolutely obliterated 98% of cancerous cells in the colon region. Okay? So, that was that study's finding, and that had nothing to do with longevity. They just wanted to see what this stuff could do. So, for the case of that, I would switch over to the Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0.
That's the problem. He doesn't like it. That's why we had to switch to the Cherry Mints, because he didn't like the taste of the Ultimate.
Because he didn't like it, yeah. Well,
so
yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you here, because this guy's got to get the ORAC value into him, and he's got to nutrify his body. The selenium is absolutely, definitely the way to go. You mentioned the Z-Radical. Is there any way, let me ask you this, what if this guy your husband was to load up on Z-Radical? Is he able to keep that down at all?
Oh, yeah, he has. I've been giving him some. How much is too much? Because he's been taking 3 fluid ounces a day.
Yeah, you know what? Nobody knows. It's not going to hurt him. I've heard Dr. Glidden tell people if you can get it in a bottle a day. But
really?
That's a matter of whether or not you can afford it, right? So, but I have seen testimonies of people online, like if you go on YouTube, that have talked about overcoming cancer with just the Z-Radical.
Uh-huh.
I have seen that. So, that might be one way for you to go. If it were me, I would definitely be getting as much Z-Radical into me every day, and I wouldn't even worry about it. I don't think it's going to hurt you at all. I don't think it's going to hurt him. Let's put it that way.
So he does have some of that candy that has ORAC in it. How much
the chocolate?
Does he have? Yeah.
Yeah, about 2 pieces a day if he can get it down.
A day.
Yeah.
Okay. And
that's the
the OsteoFX The glucose gel can't be a substitute for that because I do have some of that.
Well, is it the Glucogel Plus?
No, it's just glucose gel.
Liquid?
No, it's capsules.
Capsules? Yeah, that's more for connective tissue. We're looking for ORAC value. ORAC stands for oxygen radical absorption capacity. Okay, and that's why you want him taking the Z radical and the healthy chocolate, specifically the triple treat. There's a few other ways you can get the ORAC. There's the Cell Shield RTQ. Okay.
Can you spell that for me?
Cell Shield, CELL.
CELL, Shield.
Shield RTQ.
RTQ.
Yep. The Immortalium also has a pretty good ORAC value, and it also contains fucoidan, which is a potent cancer fighter. There's a lot of published studies on the effectiveness of fucoidan.
Can you spell that for me?
Immortalium, IMMORTALIUM. And fucoidan is the key ingredient as well in the Z radical. All right?
Okay.
All right, now, listen, I want you to call back in and talk to Dr. Glidden about this. In the meantime, get this guy's ORAC value up. Your husband, I keep saying this guy, it's your husband. Get his ORAC value up as much as you possibly can. And also, if I was you, I'd tell him, take the Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0. I don't care if you don't like the taste. Mike Phillips filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. Thanks a lot for your call. And we're going to go over to Harry in Connecticut and Dave in the Thumb and Carla in North Carolina after this break. Right. Welcome back to Fire Your MD Now Radio. Mike Phillips filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. And some very interesting calls today. People are dealing with some really serious, tough issues. And that's why we're here. Now, a reminder, I'm not an actual naturopath. I'm a longevity distributor, and I guess you could say an aficionado, and I've used it to help a ton of people around me, but sometimes there's the time when somebody needs a little bit of extra, and that's where Dr. Glidden comes in. Call in line 1-844-374-5433, 1-844-374-5433. Let's go over to Harry in Connecticut. Harry, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Mike. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right, man. What do you got?
Hey, that's good. Hopefully just a quick question. I'm on the Healthy Sugar Pack. I added Z Radical to it and also the selenium. And I'm mixing that concoction in the morning. Instead of using the juice or water, I'm mixing it with like a pure aloe juice. And I'm just wondering if that is inhibiting the absorption in any way, or is that good or bad? Yeah, just a pure aloe.
No, in fact, aloe vera is just great for your small intestine and your gut.
All right, great.
No, I can't see it inhibiting it at all. Like, how does it taste?
Well, I can tolerate some pretty nasty stuff, so for me it's fine.
Oh, so it's not that good.
Well, it's not too bad. I enjoy it. I like it. And
okay.
One of your other listeners earlier was asking about Dr. Glidden's DVDs. I ordered the 14 series set, and to her, I highly recommend her getting them. She doesn't have a laptop or not internet savvy at all. She doesn't want to become an insider. Order the DVDs, go buy a cheap DVD player. They're portable, battery operated, and just carry it with her wherever she goes.
Well, that's it. That's, you know what? The TV that I use, I went and got a cheap one from Walmart. It was like, I don't know, $250. And it's the one that I keep in my room, you know, for me and my wife laying around watching movies or whatever. And, I just carried that. And it's got a built-in DVD player. And, you know, Dr. Glidden's, here's the deal. That $150 set of DVDs, you know, if I was using them to do what I did, and there was a couple of nights where I didn't have an internet connection, and thank God somebody in my downline, my little team here, brought the DVDs, and I just threw one of them in. And you know what? Nobody knew the difference, and everybody was just glued to it. So that $150 investment in your business as a longevity distributor could turn around and make you money going into 20 years from now.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I've only been with Youngevity for, I don't know, maybe 5.5 weeks now. Mm-hmm. And I can thank my endocrinologist for that. My last visit, my sugar levels I couldn't get it below the A1C of 9. Uh-huh. So my last visit, he pulled out his needle of choice display, and that just killed it for me. So I went online, looked for some solution, came across Dr. Wallach. Anyway, found the Youngevity website, ordered this stuff. So I'd say after my second week, I found Dr. Glidden online. Listened to some of his advice. And at that 3-week point, and if you're listening, Dr. Glidden, I fired my MD. Yeah. I'm off all my meds. My sugar level now, when I check it, the lowest I've gotten so far is like 92. It's maybe 120 after I eat. Awesome. So anybody's listening and is just wondering, will this work? Does this work? Absolutely. I'm a living testimony to that.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Dr. Glidden's listening, he just punched a hole in the wall and yelled, hell yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that we like to hear. And, these stories are all over the place. That's another thing. If you're out there listening right now, we've got new people listening to this show all the time. The show is absolutely getting huge. We get, if you go look at GCNlive.com and look at the numbers, there's about 5 shows running simultaneously, and this show consistently whoops all of them. And, like Harry in Connecticut here is saying, this stuff works, and it's not magic, it's not hokey, it's just pure, easy science. And, how long have we known that chromium and vanadium will, fix blood sugar issues? Well, I knew for about 3 years, only because, like Harry, we had some health issues in my family that I was not satisfied to live with for myself or my wife. And so I went and found an answer, and boy, was it ever the best answer I had. Harry, hang on, I want to talk to you just a little bit more. Dave in the Thumb's got a testimonial that I know everybody's going to want to hear. Mike Phillips filling in Dr. Peter Glidden back after this. Welcome back to Fire Now Radio. Mike Phillips filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden, and I want to talk a little bit more to Harry. You say you just called the company and got the product. Are you signed up under anybody, Harry?
Yeah, I did. I signed up. Because I was familiar with the business, not Youngevity, but networking in general. I mean, years ago. So I just, for the hell of it, spent the $10 extra just in case. And then I wish I didn't, because then I found Dr. Glidden afterwards. But yeah, it is what it is. Thank God he offers insiders. So
you know what? Try get in touch with your upline and try get some resources and learn this business, because we had a business meeting here just a little while ago. And I'm telling you, the more you look into it, the more attractive Youngevity becomes. Youngevity pays out on average about $72 for every $100 that go in. And if you stack that up against any other network marketing company out there, is absolutely off the charts, right? So I really encourage you to look into that. And you know what? Keep doing what you're doing, Harry. Don't worry about that aloe. I don't think it's going to hurt you at all. And it's been really great talking to you. We're going to let you go, and we're going to go over to Dave in the Thumb. Dave, how you doing?
Oh, I'm excellent, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Can't you hear it in my voice?
Absolutely.
What's up? What's on your testimony?
I do, and I also I got a couple of questions about my nephew. My brother and my nephews are listening in Texas, so I'll try to make this quick. In 1979, I broke my leg in a car accident, and for 35 years, I've had this crack in my shin bone from my ankle all the way up to the top of my calf muscle on the side of my shin, kind of the front side, and those are half-inch deep. You could stick your finger in a half-inch and trace this jagged line down my shin bone for 35 years, Mike. I've been on, I also want to start here. when I started on these products in April of 2011, listening to Alex Jones, we weren't taking all 90. We were just taking the BTT, right?
Same with me.
Yeah, so I quit smoking and drinking while on the BTT before I went gluten-free. Now, from April of 2011, we didn't go gluten-free until February 15th of 2013. I lost about 50 pounds before I went gluten-free, but we went on the 10 bad foods list, and I lost 100 pounds in 5 months, and recovered from a fall down my basement stairs. They said I had an 80% chance they were going to have to amputate my foot. So I've had now 5 breaks in my right leg since 1979. I shattered my pelvis. I was up to 307 pounds. My knees were shot. They said I needed both knees replaced. I've injured my hands because I'm legally blind. I used to hit a heavy bag with no gloves, and it would swing, and I'd miss fire and jam my thumbs, and I had this pain like somebody was stabbing me with an ice pick, and both my thumbs where the thumb meets in the hand, and I have zero pain in my body unless I somehow get some gluten in my body. I have been pain-free. My knees are all healed. Everything. And the only thing I got now is I'm legally blind. I'm still trying to get those 100,000 ORAC points in me every day. I'm taking the Vision FX and the Selenium and all that. We take a lot of stuff, but I'll tell you what, I just turned 55 on Father's Day, and I feel better than I did when I was 25. So for anybody out there, on the fence, that crack in my shin bone, I almost forgot where I was going. That has filled in, Mike. It's gone. The crack filled in.
Wow.
35 years, half-inch deep, 12 inches long, crack in my bone is gone.
You're killing me, man. Hey, did you hear that? Did you hear that girl that called in on Wednesday with her spine like 70% severed and is growing back?
Oh my God, I got chills. That is.
I know.
Incredible.
I know.
Just incredible. So anyway, my nephew in Texas, he's 6'4", 325 pounds. He hurt his knee. He got scoped, and they said the cartilage looks like shag carpeting. They didn't do anything. But they told him he needs to lose some weight, and I'm thinking about the new mega combo pack, healthy bone and joint for him, so he can start his longevity business and start getting healthy. What do you think?
Well, I can't disagree with one thing that you just said there, Dave. I think it's awesome, and if you're the nephew of Dave and the Thumb down in Texas. And I know that you Texas boys are pretty tough. We got a lot of Texas boys up here in Alberta and vice versa. We're kind of, Alberta and Texas share kind of a kinship because we have oil field equipment going back and forth. I've actually worked on a lot of stuff that was bound for Texas. And listen to your uncle. You've heard everything that's happened with him, and you're far too young to be breaking down. And if your dad's listening as well, I'm telling you right now, you get on board with this because, number one, and this is the very best reason I can think of, Dave, very best reason, health effects aside, it really makes your women beautiful. It really does. Like a woman that is taking longevity products and following the 10 bad food list, they are just smoking hot. You know what I'm saying? So, you get your health back, and not only that, but any guys listening, get your hormone health back, get your testosterone levels up, and see what you can be. Now, this nephew of yours, he sounds like he's a big kid.
Yeah.
Well, now that old Uncle Dave come along, he's going to lose a lot of weight, and, get ready for the girls, buddy. Once your knees heal up and you lose the weight. They're coming.
Absolutely. My wife has lost 100 pounds herself, and she's down to 115 pounds, and all the guys think she's a model.
Dave, you're a lucky man, and you know what?
Absolutely.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. Thank you. Keep up the good work, Mike. We love you out here.
You know what, Dave? Keep bringing people to the show and keep doing what you're doing, man. We love you too, and that's the thing. Longevity's a big family, and Dave is a prominent member. Keep calling the show. Keep talking to your family. Yeah, keep letting us how you're doing. We're going to let you go, and let's go over to Dorman in Ontario, a fellow Canadian on the line. What you got for me, Dorman?
Okay, I'm living in close to Detroit in Ontario, but I was listening to your program, and because I just got connected today, and I have a question to ask you. Like, I had a quadruple bypass almost a year and a half ago, yep. And I've been on this Lipitor drugs and a couple more. And I was wondering, what can I take natural to get away from this? Because I know that since I went on this Lipitor, my body is not functioning like it should.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and here's the thing, the condition that was there previous to you having to have the surgeries and everything is still there, and it's not going to get any better because the drug is there to override a naturally occurring system. Now, we're not totally against drugs here. We're just against throwing them at everything and anything and hurting people with them. So my suggestion to you, Dorman, would be, let me ask you a few questions first. How did you hear about us?
My daughter-in-law, I was watching Dr. He starts with a W on Benny Hinn. Dr.
Wallach, yeah.
That's right, and that's where I heard about this, and I had some thoughts about this, I heard a lot of history on Lipitor, right?
Yeah.
And I read up on the computer, and I read up, and a lot of the symptoms that you have by taking that, I'm experiencing it. So when I seen this doctor on Benny Hinn, I said, man, I know now that this is the way to go. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, okay, here's the deal. So if your daughter or your daughter-in-law there, she told you about this, is she involved with longevity?
Yeah, matter of fact, I told her, but she signed up today. She got
good.
Her, yeah.
That's great. Okay, so listen, is she listening right now?
Well, she's out in the kitchen right here.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Do you have a pen?
I do.
Okay, how much do you weigh, sir?
I am about 175.
175 pounds. So, I want you to write this down. 2 healthy brain and heart packs. 2 healthy brain and heart packs. Okay? Now, also, I want you to get a bottle of Ultimate Dailies. Now, you're new to this, but the Ultimate Daily is essential for heart health, for kidney health, for thyroid health. Okay, and so we don't just target the heart. This is a holistic operation. We're looking at the whole body here. We want to get everything working. Okay, and it's
say that again. What was the last thing you said?
Ultimate Daily. One bottle of Ultimate Daily. Daily is in every day.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 bottle of Ultimate Daily. And I'll tell you what, them Ultimate Dailies, there's some horse pills, man. They're big.
Right.
But you're going to have to take about 4 of those a day.
Right.
Okay? Now, what you're going to have to do with all of this, sir, while you're taking this stuff, you're going to have to really monitor your blood pressure. Okay? Now, there's a few different products in that Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. Okay? And here's the deal. You're going to have to mix them all up in some water, the powder and the liquid ingredients, and drink that over the course of the day. All right? Now, after you order, it might take about a week or so to get your products. I don't know how it is in Ontario, but here in Alberta, it takes 1 week from the time we order till the time it gets here. So while you're waiting for that stuff to get to you, I want you to get yourself familiar with what we call the 10 bad food list. Okay? When you take your supplements, we want you to be in a place where your body can absorb them. Okay, we don't want them to go straight through you. We want them to actually absorb into your small intestine. So,
Right.
have you got a pen?
Yep.
Okay, I want you to go, have your daughter-in-law help you. Go to fireyourmdnow.com. Okay? Fireyourmdnow.com, and you can download a list of 10 bad foods that nobody should ever eat. Okay? I hear the music, and that means we got a break coming up. We're going to go back to Dorman for the last segment and possibly get to Van. We'll see what kind of time we got. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Fire Your MD Now Radio. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. Now, if you want to get involved with teamglidden.ca, I got a number for you. 1-800-705-6892. A lot of times people will order up these products and they'll have a specific health issue that they want to talk about, and they have no idea how to take them. They have no idea how to use what foods to abandon in order to maximize the absorption. They're just clueless, right? And it's not their fault. They're like a lost sheep in the wilderness. Well, if you want somebody to actually put their hand out and give you a hand with whatever it is and coach you through it, 1-800-705-6892. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. We were talking to Dorman in Ontario right before that break. We're going to go back over to him, and then we're going to try and get to Van calling for Anna. So, Dorman, order up that stuff that I told you to write down there, 2 healthy brain and heart packs and a bottle of Ultimate Dailies. And when you get your products, I want you to phone back into this show, whether it's me or Dr. Glidden on, and we're going to give you a few tips on how to take it. Okay? Now, in the meantime, as I said before, I want you to go over to fireyourmdnow.com. Have somebody in your family help you if you have a rough time with computers. And I want you to download the 10 bad food list and get right on that. Okay, Dorman?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. Right on. Keep in touch with us, Dorman. We want to know how you're doing, and we want to help you out. We're going to let you go, and we're going to jump right over to Van. Can you hear me, Van? Hello? Van, are you there? Okay, Van is gone. So at the beginning of the show, I was talking about Champex. And, you know, it's kind of a joke to everybody, these commercials. And we had this soldier that is getting cleared of charges of, assault and careless use of a firearm because he was on it at the time that he choked his girlfriend and went running around with a gun. Well, I downloaded this commercial and converted it to MP3, sent it to the studio, and I want to play it for you. Now listen to how nicey nice they tried to put it, but listen to the actual warnings that they give you. Psychotropic drugs, SSRIs. We were talking about just Champex, but that's just one class of an antidepressant, right? So I pull up this article on Fox News. Antidepressants in pregnancy pose little heart risk for fetus, study shows. So it doesn't matter that the drug is going to make you want to kill yourself or somebody else or have a heart attack. That's right. It's been linked to heart attacks and strokes. But I mean, most of the people that they were testing it on or watching were probably malnourished in the first place. Remember, the genesis of just about any chronic disease is a mineral, vitamin, and amino and fatty acid deficiency. That's why we work so hard here to get people nutrified. Because if you're crazy to begin with, or not firing on all cylinders, and then they introduce a serotonin reuptake inhibitor to that mix because you told your doctor that you're not exactly quite right upstairs, things are going to get a whole lot worse. Well, I'm here to tell you there's a better way. There's a better way. You can join Youngevity. You can get your body nutrified. Get what you need and just see what happens. You all heard Dave and the Thumb. he had some absolutely amazing health recoveries, and his nephew and his dad are listening, and I really hope you can do the same thing. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. It's been a great show. I really enjoy all your calls. I enjoy doing the show. And one last thing, God bless Canada, God bless America, and God bless you. Phillip out.